Joining us today is Joe Davis, President and Wealth Advisor at Stonebriar Wealth Management. Joe, always a pleasure to have you. Welcome back.
Thank you, Jonathan. It's a pleasure to be here.
So one of the victims of the increasing Fed funds rate is equities. So a lot of people are talking about it being the death of the 60-40 model. What are you telling your clients, and what are your thoughts on that?
I went on social media a couple of years ago and held a moment of silence for the 60-40 portfolio. And look, if there was any key characteristic to the last 10-year rally in the bull market that we've had in the markets, it's been an easy monetary policy, a low interest rate environment that stimulated growth and investment. If you fast forward to 2022, as I mentioned, we started the year at a 0 Fed funds rate, and now a 5% rate is priced in just less than 12 months. So what happens, remember, when interest rates rise, bond prices fall. No one wants a 2% bond anymore if they can go out and get a 4% bond. So what does this mean for investors? The bad news is that if you had long-dated treasuries, historically a very conservative investment, 20, 30-year US Treasury bonds, you're down over 30% this year, which is not far off, actually right in line with the NASDAQ, the tech stocks. So that has been a very, very difficult thing for your more conservative investors to grapple with. That being said, when something goes on sale 30%, oftentimes the next shoe to drop is a reversion to the mean. So here we are today. The Fed funds rate continues to increase. You can get 3% in a long-dated Treasury portfolio as you wait. You can get 4% in a corporate bond. You can get 8% in a junk bond portfolio, and the tax equivalent yield on a muni bond portfolio is actually quite similar. And oftentimes there's less of a default risk there with the munis. So there are significant opportunities, and because the Fed has moved at ludicrous speeds, it feels like it almost happened overnight. But the 60-40 portfolio is certainly back in fashion, and until the risk remains that until the Fed is peak hawkish, until we have that kind of peak inflation number and inflation starts to recede, the risk is that rates continue to rise. So dollar cost averaging, and that's why you work with an advisor, right? To make sure you understand the risks and you have the right time horizon and the right entry points. And using dollar cost averaging could be a really attractive way to get fixed income exposure now.